threaten to go to war with
That's
Chicago?
fake news. When you say that, darling, that's fake news.
Well, why would
I
you
don't
the
go to
Department
war.
of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense. No, not really. Not really. We're going to go someplace, but we're picking. Look, D.C. now is 100%. I don't want to say 100, but it's pretty close to 100% healthy, happy, thriving. It's a crime-free zone. You know that. You know you could go out to dinner tonight, Jeff. You could go out to dinner, and you most likely will not be harmed. You know that. You won't be beaten to hell.
There's still some crime.
There's
still some crime.
Very little. And within a week, there will be nothing. Do you agree with me?
I feel much safer in Washington. I can't fight them.
No, it's a safe place now. But
you've been talking a lot about Chicago, and there was
Chicago's been talking a lot. So Chicago last week lost 9 people were killed and 28 people were shot. The week before it was 7 people were killed and 37 people were shot. The week before that it was the same kind of number. Chicago is a very dangerous place, and we have a governor that doesn't care about crime. I guess we could solve Chicago very quickly, but we're going to make a decision as to where we go over the next day or two. When you look at what happened to D.C. in a short period of time, honestly, it's amazing. Over a period of 12 days, in other words, on the 12th day, we had the crime just about solved. And right now, people are walking out. They're going out right now to restaurants all over D.C., whereas if you go back a year ago or 6 months ago, nobody was going out. Nobody. We did it in 12 days. Now it's better than it was in 12 days. We'll make it even better, and then we're also going to clean it up. We're going to clean up the city. We're going to make some great improvements to the roads, to the medians, to all of the signs. You got signs that have been up for 30, 40 years. They're worn out. They look like hell. We're going to redo the signs. We're going to put up new signs. It's going to look beautiful. Within a 6-month period, it'll look really beautiful. But you have essentially a crime-free zone. I mean, here we are on a nice Sunday evening. If you'd like, it feels like Saturday, actually. If you like, you could go out and you could have dinner on me, but you wouldn't do that. But you could have dinner on me if you'd like. Go ahead. What else?
I want to talk to Joe Siracusa, my man on international events, about what's going on in Chicago, which is where Joe comes from. And we've spoken about this a few times, and it certainly lit up over the weekend, Joe, with that AI-generated post of Apocalypse Now and, you know, Donald Trump getting involved with AI images that a lot of people took very seriously. Do you think he's going to go in or not with so much build-up now to clean up Chicago?
Oh, I think he's going to go in. His Homeland Security people said today that they were going to have a number of ICE operations and things like that. Yeah, the president is going in. Now, I know he tends to use a lot of hyperbole and metaphors, and the apocalypse now isn't going to scare too many Chicagoans. They grow up in Chicago. They live with the apocalypse every day. But look, he's serious. Now, Senator Duckworth has been on the morning shows along with Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson, and they make it very clear that these people are not welcome. On the other hand, the naval station is waiting to receive a number of people, and they are going to go in, and there'll probably be some problems. I mean, you know, when I was a kid, Pete, the National Guard went to Kent State, and they weren't supposed to have bullets in their live rounds, but terrible things happen. So, you know, we know there's always that possibility. But look, the president has staked his reputation here on dampening crime in Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, Baltimore. And so they'll be going in, and they're going after a lot of these undocumented immigrants. I mean, that's very clearly what they want. They want to sweep up homeless people on the streets. They want to sort of clean the place up. Now, look, this is very important for Trump to look like he's in control. His opinion polls came out today, and he only has a 43% approval rating. So, you know, and a lot of people, he's looking for a way to improve himself. And Trump is your ultimate television presenter. He's looking for ways to boost his ratings. And one of the ways to boost his ratings is to follow through on what he's talking about, whether it's Hamas or Putin or Ukraine or whatever it is. He has to be seen to be finishing whatever he's doing, or he's going to look like the last guy. And you know, Pete, it's only 4 years since you and I talked about the Kabul exit. Imagine that. It's only 4 years since we left that place in such a mess. And so the president wants to look like he's doing something, and, you know, he probably will do something, but I believe he will go into Chicago, probably send in a couple thousand federal troops and all the rest of it. But look, what happens after that is really anybody's guess, because things can go sour, or, you know, it could be all right. But you can't have guardsmen picking up the garbage or you know, watching traffic, that kind of thing. They have to do serious things.
All right, Joe, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you. We'll talk to you again next week.